What is up, my fellow gamers? In today's video we got some more tips and tricks for GrimGuard tactics. Like and sub for more amazing gaming content. We also got a coupon code that was released several days ago. I'm a little bit late on the coupon code, but maybe you don't know about it, so we'll go over that first. Let's head on over to our avatar, top left corner. You're gonna go down right here where it says redeem code, and you're gonna type in all capital letters, and it's gonna be Oracle, ORACLE. You're gonna go ahead, you're gonna enter this. I've already used it on my account, but it does expire October 30th. So right now, like I said, I'm a little bit late on the code. You only got a couple days left to enter that. So if you have not already, make sure you enter it. And I believe we're getting maybe a new code this week or something new. First thing I want to go over for our new tips that are we haven't gone over in the beginner's guide. So these are additional tips, is our quests. Now, a lot of people, and I think this is one of the most asked questions, is like, how do I find specific enemies for these quests? So right now you can see I got a quest where it says kill 10 cultists, and if you click this little icon, it doesn't exactly take you to where it should, which, you know, kind of sucks. It should take you, so, you know, to a good place so you can farm up cultists. The other one is going to be corrupted heroes, and the other one is going to be bandits. So you can see I already did the bandits. The bandit one is actually really easy if you go to the dungeon and you just go through the training grounds with a green team. Like, you can get bandits very, very easily just going through here. So the bandits, I wouldn't really hunt for the bandits. The bandits typically just pop up. They're pretty easy to farm up in the dungeons. Corrupted enemies, or corrupted heroes, they're gonna look like this. So this guy right here is a corrupted hero. It is one of the characters that we could play as. So we could play as the barbarian, but you can see it's corrupted. So basically it's the evil version. So you can find these in like different boss battles throughout the acts, the campaign story missions. You can also find them in the dungeons as well. So again, training grounds, we got one right here already, and then right here at chamber 10 we have another. So just in this training grounds alone, we're going to be destroying a bunch of bandits, and we're also going to have two corrupted heroes that we can destroy. So that, I think, is a really good thing to do, is go through the dungeons for that. Now the cultist is a little bit different, because the cultist can be a little bit harder to farm. You kind of have to go through the different acts for this, and it's going to depend on which act you're at or which act you have unlocked. If you are further in this game, Act 6 has a really good spot where you can farm up the cultists very, very easily. It's actually going to be the last boss that you face, and the boss goes ahead and he summons cultists. So what you want to do is just not destroy the boss right away and let him go ahead and summon cultists. For Act 1, you can go to, I believe, Bitter Coast has a level with cultists. You can also go to the Northern Highlands, and I believe it's this level, the Misery Ridge, where it says assassinate the target. I think it's this one. If not, there's another one in here, but I know there's definitely a spot in the Northern Highlands that have some cultists. We head on over to Act 2. You can go to the Bright Vale, the one right here, and it's going to be the Undead Township mission. This one, I believe, has like one, maybe two. I think this one only has one, but again, it's another option. There is a bunch of different levels that have cultists. You just kind of got to find them. Next thing I want to go over is what we briefly touched on with the dungeons, and that's going to be your green team for training grounds. This is something that is very important, and you should have a nice green team. Even though the green characters aren't the greatest and they can only go up to level 20, you can use them very, very efficiently in the training grounds. And in fact, you can only use like grays or greens. So typically you want to use all greens. And you can see that this ends in a certain amount of time, but this is a good area to go ahead and farm up the bandits, the corrupted things, the corrupted heroes. When you reach chamber 10, you go ahead and you get a contract right here, which is pretty decent. You're going to need contracts because, you know, in this game we're going to be summoning endlessly. Also, make sure that you're checking the new dungeons that are coming up, because some of them have specific requirements. Like this one right here, this event one, you can only use like these specific character classes, these ones right here. So that way, if you don't have one of these characters leveled up, you can start leveling them up now and kind of get a head start. So you're like, all right, I need So focus on these 3 characters and maybe start farming XP for them in the campaign or whatever it may be. Just start using them a little bit more to level them up. There's this special recruitment that's going to pop up. It's going to be available on Wednesday. Choose from 3. This is order only. You need to save, I believe it's like 6 contracts to go ahead and buy out all 3 options. So the way this choose from 3 works is you're going to use one of your contracts to buy into it. And then you're gonna have 3 different summons and you're guaranteed to get a blue hero. So it's kind of random. I don't know if you always have to buy all 3 of them or like if it's just based on luck, but you're gonna open up one. It's gonna be like a gray or a green. Then you're gonna have to open up another one and it's gonna cost you more contracts. And that last one that you have to open up is gonna cost you 3 contracts. And that one is going to typically give you your guaranteed blue character. It's a lot better to save at least 6 of them for this because you know you're getting a blue character. Whereas if you do this like recruit 5, the recruit 5 is pretty bad. I've done a couple of these recruit 5s and I haven't even gotten a blue. I'll just get like all grays and I might get a green, but typically I always get grays on the recruit 5. So I would just always make sure you have at least 6 of these contracts for this special one that pops up, the choose from 3. This is like the better option because you know you're going to get at least a blue character. The other thing that I want to mention that I think people maybe underlook is your hospital when it comes to healing, because when you go ahead and you heal one of your characters, they actually get a boost to their next battle. And you can use this to your advantage by just going ahead and doing a battle, having one of your characters die on purpose so that they're injured so that you can put them in the hospital for a harder battle. Let's say you're struggling with a boss battle or something. You could go ahead, have your characters just, get destroyed, die, put them in here and then heal them up. And then the next battle you do, they're going to get boosted stats. And it's going to depend on your building level right here. Like this one, if we take a look right here, quality of the rested effect increases to 8% once you go ahead and we level this up. So this can really help out a lot. It's going to boost your character's stats, making them stronger for the next battle. So it's a real cool little thing you can do. Just have them die on purpose, put them in the hospital to get that bonus, and then go do a really hard battle that you were like struggling with before. And the last thing I want to go over is the arena, and that has to do with your layout. So if we go into a battle, the way you have your characters set up is actually like going to determine their position starting on the map. So we have our 3 at the top and then we have 2 at the bottom. And I'll go ahead and I'll put this like chart up so you can see it, so you have like a better understanding. But the positioning for the arena works like this. Whoever you have in your bottom left, so for this instance, we have the Arbiter. He's going to start at the very bottom for all of our characters. And then the one on the bottom right actually starts at the top. So these 2 characters at the bottom are the characters that start like on the edges. So the one starts on the one edge and the other starts on the other edge. And these 3 at the top are the characters that are going to start in the middle between these 2 characters on the edge. And the way it works is a little bit different. You would think the character in the middle would start in the middle, but actually the character in the middle starts off to the like bottom right. The middle part is actually going to be the Tinker. So whoever's in this first spot starts in the very middle of your team, and then the Mercenary will be right next to him. You can use this to your advantage if you want, or however you want to have your lineup, but I just wanted to mention that it does matter where you go ahead and put them in the arena. They will have different spots. But that is it for right now. Hopefully you got something out of these new tips that we have not mentioned in the beginner's guide. Next thing I want to go over is some of the best subclasses for some of these characters, because I know there's like a bunch of different ones you can choose, right? Each main class has 3 subclasses and you're wondering, well, which one should I choose? I'm going to go over some of those in the next video. Stay happy, stay safe. I'll see y'all later. Peace.